the man of the moment, Rajiv Pratap Rudy. Nobody in this country right now is focusing on Obama. All the attention seems to be on you, Rajiv.
No, I think
for the remarks that you made, and not least, I might add, within your own party.
I know what you're saying. You see, my statement, what I said, and Sachin must also know. I only said this point, that the place where he went, it was, in fact, he's gone to a place which was attacked and there's a memorial and he's gone. It's a message across. But how he positioned his words was a disappointment in a way that we expected something, maybe a better positioning of what he said. Not that if he has to take a name of this particular country, X and Y. So I think that is, and this is the general feeling, if there could be some more better words or some way to position that, look, the aspirations of millions of Indians which have witnessed, so we know diplomacy. He's a guest. He has got next couple of days to work. He's not here for a month. He's here for only 3 days. I'm sure he's going to do something about it. We are all hopeful. But my political positioning was that it was slightly disappointing when something more specific had emerged. Just a second. You say, he should have spoken exactly this. He should have taken the Pakistan. No. It is a general observation, which is not a denouncement. It's an expectation. So if you can't distinguish between an expectation and a denouncement, there's no denouncement. He's, after all, the president of the United States.
We all heard the remarks. You sounded as if you were slamming him and slamming him within an hour of his landing.
No, that is absolutely incorrect. It's just an expectation which is not coming through. So if
his campaign manager said your remarks were outrageous.
Oh, no. And when they heard me, later they all said it was okay.
But when they heard your watered-down comments, they said it was okay.
No, but that was the fact which I was speaking. So anyway, the point is that there's no point for anyone to be on a back foot. There are issues, and there are economic issues. There are issues that it looks like a trade delegation. It doesn't look much. So what we said, our prime focus could have been something to do more beyond what was spoken there. So if that is an aspiration which doesn't get reflected, means that we have to step back and say no. So I'm sure in next 3 days, I will also see how things unravel. And possibly I will stand vindicated. So, and there are experts who would may or may not agree to it.
We will come to that in a minute. Prasenjit, you're not necessarily a great fan of either President Obama or the Americans in general. Do you think Rajiv...
Well, I think this whole debate over Mr. Rudy's comment is really a sideshow. I don't think we should give much importance to it. And I would only like to say...
You're not saying we shouldn't give him importance.
No, I'm not saying that importance to this controversy. I'm not talking about importance to him. This whole thing about...
There's a controversy within your own party. Rahul Srivastav, I think, is joining us in a minute or two to talk about that aspect of it. But
no, my basic point is that I think if Mr. Rudy had expectations about Mr. Obama, talking about Pakistan, I would have been happier had he talked about David Headley. Why didn't he talk about David Headley? I think it's all because you are not following what is happening vis-a-vis the foreign policy of the United States. Their AFPAC policy has changed the equation completely. When Sachin Pilot is talking about, we have to fight our own war on terror, I would like to ask him, why did Manmohan Singh go and tell George Bush that people of India love him? Because there was an expectation that they're going to help us in our war on terror. Now we are all let down. No, but can I make a simple point? I think that I'll build upon what Mr. Rudy said, which I think is very important, that Mr. Obama has come here as a salesman. He has come here to sell the products of his country. He has come here to sell his corporations. And I think he is doing his jobs well. But before we clap our hands when 54,000 jobs are going to be created in the United States, we should ask ourselves how many jobs are going to be created in India because of this Obama visit.